all help me celebrate this amazing band. Thank you, Mr. Krenner. We appreciate you. All right, you guys ready to have some fun? Let's try that again, okay? Are you guys ready to have some fun? All right, here we go. All right, so good evening and welcome to the Brentwood High School class of 2025 graduation ceremony. Tonight marks the final hour that this remarkable group of young people will be honored as high school students. To give our graduates the respect and recognition they deserve, please silence your cell phones and observe the expectations for graduation etiquette. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Brentwood High School staff, your partners in educating your students. Once again, let's show our appreciation for the Brentwood High School staff. Thank you. So next, I would like to recognize our Brentwood Board of Education members, whether they are present with us or watching via live stream. If we could have all past and present board members, please stand to be acknowledged for your continued support and leadership. Thank you. So here's the moment. We now invite you to witness one of our most cherished traditions, the processional of the class of 2025, accompanied by pomp and circumstance. Brentwood family and friends, I present to you the Brentwood High School class of 2025. Graduates, please be seated. Thank you. So to set the tone, I will first invite Zachary Nelson to the podium for a senior class poem, followed by Peyton Jones, who will deliver the senior class opening. Thank you.
Moonflower, with respect to the Zuni people and their traditions, which inspired part of this poem. There is a flower, white, soft, and delicate, deep green leaves with petals that billow into a trumpet, a moonflower. As the sun closes its eyes, only pinpricks of light glow over the earth, shrouded in the night. As darkness creeps along the hills, it yawns and stretches its sleepy petals, drinking only the light that it needs to stay awake. The moonflower thrives. It blooms under stress. Under the hazy pressure of night and the lazy glow of the moon, it whispers to itself, "It'll be okay." Where the flower grows, it is loud in the dark. The buzzing of cicadas merges with the roar of the highway on the other side of a wall. On one side, cars and chaos. On the other side, petals and silence. The plant can distinguish between the thundering of others' lives and the gentle hum of its own. It feels that hum deep, reverberating throughout its stem. Some nights, the wind howls, and the flower's roots cling to the soil. Some nights, a cloud covers the moon, and the flower strains a little more than usual, yearning for small sips of light. But every night, it blooms. The Zuni people, a Native American tribe, tell a story they have held on to for generations, the legend of the moonflower. A boy and a girl used the moonflower to ascend to the world of light, gaining powers to induce sleep and see ghosts. Many believe it like this: being awake can feel a lot like sleeping, and worry like a ghost in the corner. Sometimes when you're awake, you only long for rest. Sometimes when you're worried, it feels like something is watching you. But just like the moonflower, the Zuni embraced it. When being awake was too much, they closed their eyes for a moment. When the ghosts came, they greeted them with a smile. For thousands of years, the Zuni grew moonflowers in the dark, in the peace. But stolen land and stolen freedom turned their ghost stories into reality, their moon into a tiny drop of light, a period of almost pitch black. Too many ghosts and too little flowers. What could they do without their moon? They found a different source. Those pinpricks up in the sky shine down on the dark, too far away for the ghosts to take away. A new source of light. Remember what moonflowers can do? They grow under stress. They adapt to harshness. They bloom in the darkest part of the day. And if the Zuni people can continue in the face of such change and become the moonflower, I know we can too. In a world of constant environmental stress, look for light in the darkness. Look for joy in change. Close your eyes when you need to. Wave at the ghosts that look scarier than they are. Take a deep breath and bloom. Thank you.
The first day I started in Brentwood School District, there was a flood. I remember my father sifting through cold, dirty water to make it to our apartment, and when I got to Mark Twain, I was nervous everyone would be anxious due to the flooding outside. Yet everyone was just making jokes, greeting their new teacher, and focused on what to do after school, keeping the environment lively. Eventually the rain did stop, and a flood went down as a weird, silly little thing that happened. But however, as I went through my year at Mark Twain, the best elementary school, I noticed similar behavior. We took enjoyment in our assignments and tried new and different ways of overcoming challenges in our work. Even if hard, we will always try to persevere and maybe have fun doing it. By the end of my fourth grade year, I had realized something important in my class, that we would fight towards the end and never give up. Over the 8 years I have been in Brentwood, and especially the 4 years I have been in Brentwood High School, I've seen the class of 2025 go through changes and struggles, mountains and seas, and yet through it all, I've been surrounded by some of the friendliest, nicest, and funniest people. I will not pretend that we are perfect and flawless throughout the years we know each other, but I believe our class has came together at times most important to lift one another up. And I sincerely believe the main reason why we became so connected was our lovely teachers working for us. They made learning simple, fun, and a program about us, not the text we were reading. If I would pick a time when my class was most resilient, it wouldn't be through COVID, but rather the year after. Starting high school is already a nervous time for freshmen, let alone a class who had been separated for some time. I was worried about my class. I was afraid that we lost that courageous fighting side of ours, that strong spark. And at first, that seemed like the case. Quiet and reserved, shy and anxious, our class almost seemed like a shell of our former self. But as we calmed down and looked around, we started to see each other for not who we were in the past, but who we were now, as people with different personalities, as people with complex histories, but most importantly, as friends. And right now, our class has once again faced adversity. When an unforeseen tornado hit St. Louis County and City and destroyed multiple homes, wildlife, and our original graduation. And yet through it all, we came together, lifted each other up, and had a blast at the end of the night, graduation or not. And that's why I want to say, class of 2025, thank you for everything.
Thank you. So what a night, what a moment. Class of 2025, as I stand before you this evening under these lights, surrounded by your families, teachers, and friends, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and gratitude. It has been an absolute honor beyond words to celebrate you all. You are 55 strong, a remarkable group, a band of brothers and sisters, and if I may be honest, with the number of boys in this class, I think the girls deserve a standing ovation for their patience. But wow, what a group you've been. Let me tell you a story. It's a story about 55 students. Some of you came from different elementary schools into our Brentwood Middle School. You grew up together, walked the same hallways, shared the same laughs, and knew each other's favorite snacks and stories. Others came from across town, bringing with them different traditions, rhythms, and routines. A few even joined later from schools across Missouri, and some from far beyond our state lines, and even from different countries. You were the new brave faces, trusting that you would find your place at BHS. And somehow, in that magical, unpredictable way that life works, you did. You found each other. You started as individuals from different backgrounds and corners of the map, but somewhere along the way, you became more than classmates. You became a unit. You became a family. You cheered each other on in the classroom, on the court, on the stage, and in moments big and small. You saved spots for each other in the ever-crowded lunch line for Asian food Wednesdays. Remember that? You laughed and you danced, and boy, did you keep that dance floor hopping. You even perfected the art of the worm dance. And now, here you are, gracing the stage together one final time. not just as students from different places, but as one unified class, the class of 2025. In just moments, you will walk across this stage and begin to spread your wings beyond the eagle's nest. But no matter where life takes you, one truth will remain. The bond you share is unbreakable. Because this was not just a class. This was and always will be a strong connection, rooted in friendship, built on loyalty, and defined by love. No distance, no title, no challenge can ever erase what you all created together here at Brentwood High School. You entered high school carrying the weight of the world changed by COVID-19. Your 8th grade year, a time meant for excitement and transition, was marked instead by mask, distance, and uncertainty. But you didn't just survive that season. You rose above it and you thrived. You welcomed new classmates with open arms, enriching your class with more voices, more talents, more light. You didn't just include, you embraced. You became one of the most inclusive classes we've ever known, radiating joy and belonging to everyone around you. You made BHS a better place. Here's what we, your teachers, staff, and administrators see in you. We see kindness, humor, resilience, intelligence, creativity, and drive. We see leaders. We see difference makers. We see the brave hearts who will help shape a better world. You are a class that embodied growth, grit, and goodness. You didn't just build walls, you built community. You were not about spotlighting yourselves, but instead you lifted each other up. Your athletes setting records in wrestling, scoring 1,000 points in basketball, pitching no-hitters, and receiving conference, district, and state recognitions. You are artists, performers, lighting up the stage, filling rooms with music, and earning recognition for your gifts. You're a clever and creative class, always finding ways to have fun while showing respect for the community around you. I have to hand it to you. Somehow, you managed to keep senior assassin, mostly within the rules. Mostly, and that's no small feat. By the way, where's Braden? Congratulations to Braden. And then there was the senior prank. I have to say, I will never forget it. It was thoughtful, well-planned, and executed with a level of care and respect that truly speaks to the character of this class. Yes, it was technically a prank, but it was done with such class and dignity. No mess, no harms, just smiles and school spirit. That's who you are. You found a way to have fun, to leave your mark, and to make us all proud in the process. We will certainly cherish. Did you guys get that? Cherish? Okay. This class for years to come. Family, if you don't understand that one, check with your students to see where they are, where they were last Wednesday night. But no, this class is an amazing class. You've shown us time and time again that leadership doesn't always come with titles. It comes through actions, with the way that you treat others, and through the legacy you choose to leave behind. Thank you for being a group that lifts up BHS and represents what it means to be a Brentwood High School Eagle. Before you step into the next chapter, let's take a moment to reflect and take this moment in. Let's think about everyone who helped you get to this moment. Your family, teachers, friends, mentors, those who love you, challenge you, and believe in you. Hold that gratitude close and let it become your fuel. As you prepare to take flight, let me offer you a few tools to carry with you on your new journey. Keep your heart open. You may not control everything, but you can inspire anyone. Stay curious, learn from every success, every setback, and every life experience, both big and small. Trust yourself. Your instincts and your heart are powerful guides. Seek the good. If you look for beauty, you'll always find it. Embrace life's turbulence. Life will definitely be a challenge. Expect it, endure it, and soar through it. Finally, live your life with purpose. Don't just chase success, pursue significance. You are eagles, you were born to soar. And tonight, we're not just witnessing an ending, we're celebrating the beginning of your flight. And no matter where the journey takes you, always remember, we love you, we believe in you, and we are so incredibly proud of you. Now go forth and spread your wings. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now please welcome Nathaniel Ayat, who will share senior class reflections. Thank you.
When I used to work as a kitchen server at this assisted living home, I knew this one man who would come down for every single meal. He would sit at a table alone, order just about everything on the menu, take a single bite out of each item, and leave when he was finished. And he did this every time. On my very first day, he was excited to tell me what his friends were up to. He said, "Some buddies of mine are over in Europe right now. They're going to show me a bunch of pictures once they get back in 2 weeks. They usually visit me a lot, so I'm a little upset I didn't come along for this trip." And I smiled, trying to keep the mood positive, saying, "Oh, I'm sure it will feel like you were right there along with them when they show you the photos." He nodded happily and continued his meal. That was one of 2 interactions I had with this man that lasted longer than taking his order or him complimenting the food before leaving. The second one came months later, near the end of me working for the home. I took his order, everything, as usual, but today he seemed especially talkative. He wanted to tell me about something. He told me the same story. Some buddies are in Europe, they're going to show him pictures when they get back in 2 weeks, and he's upset he didn't tag along. They'll be back soon to visit him. It wasn't another trip, it was the same story. I managed to keep my smile and gave the same response I did the first time. I'm not sure how long ago the Europe trip really was, but I do know how much it meant to him and how their friendship lasted with him through the years. I think about that man's story as we prepare to take a trip of our own. Today, we are preparing ourselves to go out and actually survive in this world. The thought of being alone feels freeing, but at the same time, really scary. Our personalities are molded by the people that we surround ourselves with. When we leave Brentwood, we won't be alone. And as stupid as it sounds to say, it really is true. Who we are has been meticulously crafted by our friends, our teachers, and whoever else we look up to, along with ourselves. I understand how influential other people are in our lives through the man's story. His friends were so important to him and left such a positive impact on his life that I only saw him truly light up when he spoke about them. We are graduating today, but we're still taking parts of Brentwood with us. We're not leaving, we're just finding new people to take photos with. Actually, Dad, can I see your phone for a second? Let's take one last picture, Brentwood. All right, y'all. Say cheese. I got everyone? Okay, thank you. I'll have that to remember by. It's time to begin our own trip out into the world, however ready we may feel. And take pictures, because pictures are nice, but more importantly, find the people who make us feel like our best selves. I'm so incredibly grateful to have built who I am with all of you guys. I can honestly say that I'm proud of who I am. When we leave Brentwood, going to colleges, going to trade schools, going into the workforce, or going to figure out what you're going to do, we will keep the best parts of everybody who helped form us. So whether it's 12 months or 20 years from now, look back at your photos and smile. Continue to find the people you want to mold yourself with. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathaniel. So at this time, we recognize a distinguished group of students who have achieved academic excellence through the Missouri Bright Flight Scholarship Program. This prestigious merit-based program honors students who scored in the top 3% or top 4 to 5% on all Missouri test takers on the ACT or SAT. These students have demonstrated outstanding achievements in English, reading, math, and science. The following students have earned the Bright Flight recognition by scoring 30 or higher on the ACT. Please stand when I call your name. Jackson Curd. Willow Wagner. Zachary Nelson. Nathaniel Ayat. Aoife Mahoney. And Abel Kurt. You guys can be seated. Thank you. One more time. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Zielinski.
Good evening, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It is an incredible honor to stand before you tonight, marking a major milestone for these amazing young people. I have to say that as my first graduating class as your superintendent, this group of students will always hold a special place in my heart. I want you to know how deeply special you are to me. From the moment I arrived, you welcomed me with smiles, with humor, and with the kind of spirit that lifts up everyone around you. You've set the tone, not just for your class, but for the entire district. And I will always remember you as the class that made me feel so welcome in the Brentwood community. Class of 2025, you are truly special. You have shown kindness to each other, to your younger classmates, and to your teachers and coaches. You faced challenges together and celebrated victories together, not as individuals, but as a tight, supportive bond of friends. I've seen it in your classrooms, in the hallways, at your games, your concerts, your performances, your senior prank. It is clear that your connection to one another is real and strong. You have brought joy and laughter to this school, whether it's the way you've cheered each other on, the inside jokes you share, or the way you lit up the room with your humor and your energy. You've made your mark with both your hearts and your smiles. You've reminded all of us that while academics matter, spirit and character matter just as much. What truly inspires me about you is how you have lived out our district vision, passion, purpose, and pathways for success. Each one of you has found something you care deeply about, whether it's in the arts, athletics, service, leadership, or academics. You've pursued it with purpose, shaping not only your own future, but the culture of this school. and you are ready to walk your unique pathways forward into college, careers, service, or whatever adventure awaits. As you step into this next chapter, remember this: passion will give you the fire to keep going, purpose will keep you grounded in what matters, and your pathways, they may twist and turn, but they will always lead you exactly where you need to be if you follow your heart and your values. On behalf of the entire district, thank you, class of 2025, for the warmth, the joy, the humor, and the spirit you've given us. Thank you for showing us what it looks like to care for one another and to lift each other up. We are so proud of you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see all the places you will go. Congratulations, graduates. And now, for the moment we have all been waiting for. Dr. Johnson, do you certify that the candidates before us have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Missouri and the Brentwood Board of Education to receive a diploma from the Brentwood School District?
Seniors, please rise. Dr. Zielinski, I certify that these students have met all graduation requirements, and I proudly recommend to you and the Board of Education that they be awarded their diplomas this evening as graduates of Brentwood High School. Seniors, you may be seated.
On behalf of the Brentwood School Board, I accept your recommendation. Please call the candidates forward, and we will present their diplomas.
Avery Bell Beckrich. Jackson Alexander Curd. Ariana Janelle Hewitt. Catherine Helen Mackey. Jack Eugene O'Brien. Mary Monique Taylor. Willow Wagner.
Soraya Faye Bailey. Reese Alis Jones. Jesse Lee Lane III. Nicholas Robinson Reeds. Zeke Joseph Steensma. Lonnie Lestat Stein. Noam Gregory Still.
Ege Bora Alanalo. Joshua Samuel Keith Jackson. Aoife Luan Mahoney. Fabiola Cicladli Mora. Madison Marie Pierce. William Peter Reeds. Nolan Narit Schultz. David Anthony Wallace, Jr.
Murray Baylor Curran.
Logan Zim Hawkins. Alex Xavier Jerome Ingram. August Judah Morgan Scott. Ryan Lee Patrick Potts. Phoenix Roan Torno. Aiden Charles Whitney.
Denise Minal Azim. Luca Bostic Valero. Austin Carter Esslinger. Peyton Angela Jones. Zachary Dennis Nelson. Melena Lee Ray. Braden Anthony Steiner. Emma Caroline Trostel.
Nathaniel Jude Ayotte. Lila Ann Durham. Nicholas Ethan Hartman. Nija Gabrielle Hayes. Persephone Orion. Isabel Belin Soriano. Don Vi Tren. Kyra Brielle Williams.
Blake Alexander Beckrish. Abel Lawrence Kurt. Braden Christopher Ingram. Lucas Samuel Kelly. Noah Daniel Lawrence. Kelly Marie McGee. Elsie Lou Strassner. Tyler Kent Taylor. Madden White Schnarr.
Please welcome Lila Durham to the podium to deliver one last senior poem, followed by Emma Trastu, who will deliver the senior closing remarks.
Words we sometimes forget. Humanity is overwhelmingly kind. Yes, humanity can also be cruel, and the good is sometimes hard to see with our endless wars and tragedies. But if you know where to look, you will see strangers helping strangers, though there sometimes is a price, without a care for the dangers, so that others can be free. And if you still doubt it, then look to history. Just look how good that humanity can be. The Underground Railroad that saved thousands of lives, the heroes who smuggled Jews out of Nazi Germany, anyone who stood and stands against tyranny, and the people who seek to recover lost history, and those who work tirelessly to protect our beautiful world, all the people who died in the name of humanity, and those who keep alive their memory. We are all humans, no matter shade of skin or where we are born. We bleed the same red and wish on the same stars. We live under the same sun and sail the same seas. We all dream and imagine and love, because we are all humans in the end, no matter what. So sometimes you have to lay down and look at the sky and remember that humanity has just as much potential for love as they do hate. So let's show the world how much love we can give.
2,340 days, 16,380 hours, 982,800 minutes. That's how much time we've spent within the Brentwood School District walls. Fingers crossed my math's right. 13 years it has been since we sat in our kindergarten classes wondering what the big 25 in front of our usernames meant. 2025, that year seems so far away to us. A piece of advice I wish I could give my younger selves, or our younger selves, would be to enjoy every moment, even when things are hard. Yes, even like Miss Ladyman's 60 seconds timetables. Cherish the memory when your biggest stressor was deciding between Scooter Town or Gaga Ball in PE class, or wondering what specials you had that day. Because sooner than you realize, you'll be changing schools and moving up in the world, middle school. This also means combining with the other elementary schools, commencing the lifelong rivalry between East and West sides. McGrath was better, I don't make the rules. At your dear graduation, hug your elementary school best friend a little tighter, because this will be the start of people coming and going in your lifetime. Cherish the middle school memories, even when we cringe looking back on them. Appreciate everyone's awkward phases and respect the opportunity to figure out who you want to be as a person. Laugh at the Visco Girl phase and the loud bangs that filled the hallways when the Hydro Flasks came crashing to the ground. Laugh when remembering how bizarre online school was during COVID-19, and silently cry when thinking about just how many unexpected fire drills we had during construction, even when it was pouring down rain. Try not to put too much pressure on yourself. You will soon come to realize that middle school work is as easy as it gets, and you will find it is really not that serious. Enjoy the structure, because this is roughly how school will look for the next 7 years. High school has another thing coming. At your 8th grade promotion, hug your middle school friends while wearing a mask a little tighter, because this will be the continuation of people coming and going in your lifetime. Never take seeing your friends every day for granted, because someday soon we will all go far, place our graduation caps and gowns in storage, and start a new chapter in our lives. Appreciate the opportunity to take risks and make mistakes, because soon life will be much larger than the walls of Brentwood High School, and you will be forced to complete the task on your own. Yes, the world is scary, but your future is up to you. Although it is not possible for me to speak to 10-year-old Emma, I can take my own advice now. Everyone look out and find your family in the crowd, specifically your parents. These people have always been and will always be your biggest supporters. Next, look at your siblings. Thank your older siblings for always being your guide and your best friends. and look at your younger siblings with pride. You have no idea how much they look up to you. Most importantly, take time to look at yourself and be proud of the person you have become, even through times of adversity. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm so excited to see all the remarkable things we will do in the future.
Graduates, please rise. As a tradition to symbolize your transition from students to alumni, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating the Brentwood High School class of 2025. On behalf of Brentwood High School, thank you for joining us this evening to honor the class of 2025. Staff, if you could please form your line out front, that would be great. To our families, friends, and guests, thank you again for your unwavering support. Please exit safely and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yearbook sign.
I know. Oh.
Emma, can you pass this to Abel? I'm so sorry, I did not mean. Oh.
Hello. Bro. We did it. Oh my God. Oh shit.